In a quiet, unassuming apartment building, a wave of fear was spreading. Night after night, residents would dial 911, their voices trembling with panic. The calls were all the same, all pointing to one source, apartment 3B. Every single night, at precisely 2:17 a.m., horrifying, blood-curdling screams would tear through the silence, originating from that single apartment. The chilling consistency of the event sent a shiver down the spine of everyone who lived there. They were desperate for answers, for the terrifying nightly ritual to end. Police were dispatched, but what they found would only deepen the mystery and turn a simple noise complaint into a local legend of terror. The officers arrived at apartment 3B, expecting to find a scene of chaos or a disturbed individual. Instead, they found a door sealed with layers of dust. The property manager confirmed their growing suspicion. Apartment 3B had been vacant for 8 long years. With permission, they broke the seal and stepped inside. The air was thick and stale, heavy with the scent of decay and disuse. A thick blanket of gray dust covered every surface, undisturbed for nearly a decade. There was no furniture, no sign of recent life, and the electricity had been cut off years ago. The apartment was a time capsule, frozen and silent. Yet the reports didn't stop. Every night, like clockwork, the screams continued to echo from the empty, lifeless space. The building became infamous, a place whispered about in hushed tones. How could an empty room scream? The logical explanations were exhausted, leaving only the terrifying and the unexplained. As the legend of apartment 3B grew, it attracted the attention of a seasoned paranormal investigator named Alex. He had heard countless stories of hauntings, but the precision of this one, the exact time, the consistency was too compelling to ignore. Alex was determined to uncover the truth, to give a voice to the silent screams that haunted the building. He arrived armed not with skepticism, but with an arsenal of high-tech equipment, electromagnetic field detectors, thermal cameras, and highly sensitive audio recorders. His plan was simple but daring, to camp out in the hallway directly in front of the dreaded apartment door and wait for the clock to strike 2:17 a.m. He wasn't just there to observe. He was there to make contact. The hallway was eerily quiet as Alex set up his gear. The other residents had either fled for the night or were huddled in their apartments, dreading the approaching hour. He positioned a motion-activated camera facing the door and set up multiple audio recorders to capture sound from every angle. He sat on the floor, his back against the opposite wall, his eyes glued to the digital clock on his phone. The minutes ticked by, each one feeling like an hour. The silence in the hallway was so profound it felt like a physical weight. 2:10, 2:12. The air grew colder, a classic sign Alex had encountered before, but this felt different, more intense. 2:15. His heart pounded in his chest. 2:16. He held his breath, his finger hovering over the record button of his main audio device. The final seconds stretched into an eternity. Then it happened. 2:17 a.m. A scream erupted from inside apartment 3B. It was not a distant cry. It was raw, piercing, and filled with an agony that seemed to vibrate through the very walls of the building. It was the sound of pure terror, a soul being ripped apart. The sound was so intense, so real, that Alex physically recoiled. His equipment went haywire. The EMF meter shrieked, its needle shooting into the red. His digital recorder captured the scream with terrifying clarity. But it was his camera that caught the most chilling evidence. For a fraction of a second, as the scream reached its peak, a fleeting, translucent figure appeared in the frame, a wispy, distorted image of a person standing right behind the door, their form contorted in a silent, eternal scream. The apparition vanished as quickly as it appeared, but the audio recording continued to capture the fading echoes of the cry, a haunting memory left hanging in the air. The hallway fell silent once more, but the chilling presence lingered. Alex knew he had captured something truly extraordinary. Armed with this undeniable evidence, Alex delved into the building's history, determined to connect the ghostly scream to a human story. His investigation led him through dusty public records and old newspaper archives. It was there he found it, a small, overlooked report from 8 years ago. A young woman, a former tenant of apartment 3B, had passed away. Her name was Eleanor Vance. She was a quiet, solitary person, and her death had gone completely unnoticed for days. The coroner's report was the final, horrifying piece of the puzzle. The estimated time of death, based on the forensic evidence, was logged at approximately 2:17 a.m. She had died alone, in the dark, her final moments of terror and pain unheard by anyone. The truth was more tragic than anyone could have imagined. The nightly screams were not a malevolent force, but a residual echo of a real human tragedy. Eleanor's spirit, it seemed, was trapped in a horrifying loop, forever bound to the place where her life ended so suddenly and so alone. Her final, desperate cry for help, unheard in life, was now destined to be heard for eternity. The residents of the building were no longer just hearing a ghost. They were bearing witness to the final, lonely moments of Eleanor Vance, a soul trapped in time, forever screaming into the void at 2:17 a.m. Her story serves as a chilling reminder that some places never forget, and some screams never, ever fade. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like and subscribe for more dives into the unknown.